The Maple Grove Hospital has been the largest birth center for the state for the last 2 years. We sat down with the Director of Women and Children's Services there, Faith Zwirchitz, to learn more about what it's like to manage such a high-volume facility during such a challenging time.
There's a lot of planning behind the scenes of anticipating what kind of scenarios and families will get to care for. So we work really hard to not have bottlenecks in the flow of the patient's stay, and that it's a easy and seamless one for our families. We try to ensure that we have an environment that's calm and comforting and quiet, and that's one thing that we hear from our families a lot, which is a moment of pride, because we know behind the scenes it's not necessarily quiet, but the planning ahead of time to think through how to have spaces that are calming and quiet for the healing experience, for the bonding experience, has been one that has shown well.
How did you guys have to pivot during the pandemic?
The pandemic has brought a variety of challenges and requirements to pivot, and mostly around how do we make sure that moms, babies, families stay safe and yet continue to have each other to bond with and for these experiences that are once in a lifetime. So our visitation guidelines, being very mindful about how it is that we continue to keep families together as much as we possibly can. Pivoting from a staffing perspective, making sure we have healthy team members in to work, and when they're not, how do we cover for the gaps? So having different staffing plans for coverage has been a big deal. And care for our families and our mamas who actually do have COVID. We've had a number of those, and so making sure that baby stays as healthy as possible in light of the unique bonding time of being a newborn.
And finally, can you tell me one of the fun moments of the past few years when so many babies have come through? What stands out?
What stands out? So many fun moments. We love to celebrate. So we love to celebrate, be it big milestones like this 50,000th baby that's been born, and the knitting grandmothers who knit some hats to celebrate, or be it just the unique moments in time. So we average about 14 babies a day in birth. But we did have a time not long ago where in 48 hours we had 48 births. And so that's a time where the team bonds in unique ways and really is able to enjoy thinking about the impact that we have in connecting with the community in that way.
Find more local news stories at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.